Jean Baudrillard says that modern man can't meet history in a museum. The consciousness that enters the museum is not in the atmosphere of the object it's watching. People are not in the atmosphere of the same period as the objects they see in museums. They can never experience that object in the same way. In addition, every museum is an organized space. It has those in power who write historiography and history. In this sense, walking around museums is walking around in a historiography. Let's leave this philosophical reality aside. Nevertheless, museums are useful in countries where the state is not a dictator and scientific work is relatively free. Going to museums is related to a higher level of social consciousness. Do you know how many museums there are in the world? This is a difficult question because there is no definitive answer. Overall, the current estimated number of museums worldwide is about 104,000. According to UNESCO data, the United States has the most significant number of museums worldwide, with approximately 33,082 institutions as of March 2021. Germany and Japan followed with 6,741 and 5,700 respectively. China 5,500 museums, Russia 5,400 museums, France 4,800 museums, and Brazil 3,900 museums follow. Countries such as Italy 3,100, the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland 3,183, and Canada 2,245 also have a high number of museums. According to 2020 data, Turkey has 494 museums, 205 of which are public and 289 private. Ministers of the states parties to the European Cultural Convention met in April 2015, adopting the Namur Declaration to promote a common and unifying approach to cultural heritage management. 2 years later, in April 2017, in Limassol, Cyprus, they adopted a recommendation to member states on a European cultural heritage strategy for the 21st century, which was officially launched in April 2017. The document, called Strategy 21, makes recommendations on the education, society and economy components and identifies areas for action in relation to each recommendation. Committee of Ministers recommends that governmental and non-governmental stakeholders, regional and local authorities, professionals, local associations, and civil society actively implement the strategy. All these practices aim to increase the cultural level of societies and thus create a more peaceful and beautiful culture. In addition, museums and creative industries are brought together to make cultural heritage more accessible. This ensures that the creative industry can be more productive and creativity increased. Creative Europe is a grant program designed by the European Commission to support the creative cultural sectors.
Thanks to Strategy 21, the European Union combines museums, art education, and industry, spending more on education than the arms budgets of many countries that boast of their combat drones and rely heavily on the arms trade. This raises society's cultural level and leads to a more peaceful life. While others are chasing drones, they are investing in making people live more peaceful lives.
The budget for 2021-2027 is 244 billion euro. Creative European supports actions that reinforce cultural diversity and respond to the needs and challenges of the creative cultural sectors. The program's main objectives are to protect, develop, and promote European cultural and linguistic diversity and heritage in general. In this context, it aims to increase the competitiveness and economic potential of the artistic and creative sectors, particularly the audiovisual industry. The Creative Europe program is supported under the culture, media, and creative sector cooperation pillars. Under the culture section, architecture, cultural heritage, design, literature and publishing, music and performing arts are supported. It promotes cooperation and dialogue between cultural organizations and artists across Europe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.